Welcome everybody. We're doing a little bit of late night D&D in the Svenzone. We have with us our players per usual, minus a couple who are in the process of getting on as we speak. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Yay, we have sound. So that is exciting. Um, we have go. All right, so everybody is here. By the way, I was watching the stream from last week, and we added another quote. That was a quote from Mantha to Micah. So um, we have a new quote in the house. This week's quote to start off the stream is uh, from Kita. There are a bunch of voodoo dolls strapped to a death tree. What more information do you need? I love it. All right.
Looks like my camera is not showing up on stream.
All right.
Oh no.
So, um, okay. So you are using it, and that's so I just need to check, compare the two, see if we can get this fixed real quick.
Howdy.
All right, so I have a question for our OG player. Um, Micah, do you have ears on? I cannot hear him. Can anybody else hear
His
him?
mouth is off. He's muted.
Yeah, you cannot hear you, sir.
Maybe he doesn't want us to hear him.
Nope, we still cannot hear you.
you should be
Oh,
able to
There
hear
there
me
you
he
go.
now.
is.
I had
Awesome.
myself muted in Discord. My bad.
All right. So way back when you guys went to the city of Conneberry, this ruined city, you went to the
hmm
south, and there was a tower with a bunch of orcs and two ogres. You killed them. You went into a temple,
Yeah.
and inside that temple was an altar. And I wanted to say it was Scrambles who actually touched the altar and received a vision. Was it you or was it Jackson?
It was definitely me.
Okay. Alrighty. So let's
I
see.
can go into detail about the vision also, if that's the question.
Ooh.
So I pulled it up because it will be relevant here.
Okay.
Go ahead and tell us what you remember of it.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I vaguely remember I touched it and it was like I astral projected outside of my body. I kind of flew up over
Correct.
the area we were at, and then over towards that dragon area where the like mountainy area where the dragon is supposedly supposed to be resting at. I think that's
Correct.
what I remember.
Yep. And in particular, it was on a built structure, these towers.
Mm,
So like a castle, a hold that was built in the mountains, and it was resting on the top, on the one of the towers, on the main rooftop uh,
okay.
of the hold.
Yeah, I remember he was on something. I just didn't know what it was, so I don't remember what it was at least.
All right. So, and that also then populated a pin on the map. So you guys
Yes.
have an idea of the general area of where it is. Um, cool. I just couldn't remember if it was you or Jackson. I didn't have the time to dig it up
No.
and look
It was
through all
me,
the
and then I tried to get
video.
everybody else to touch it and get it to work, and it didn't work for anybody else. So everybody thought I was just crazy. And I was like, I'm not crazy.
Well, as far as
I,
you know.
I may exaggerate things, but I don't outright lie about things. I exaggerate extensively, I'll give you that.
That's
But
what
I
you
don't
want us
typically
to think.
outright lie about things.
All right. And Mantha, if you would do the honors of reading the message of the day.
Okay. Yeah.
please.
Oh yeah, I was just waiting for you to say the magic words. Um, After finishing their business at the Tressendar Manor, the heroes of Vandalin head out to find the Dragon Barrow and the sword rumored to be within. They arrive at the Dragon Barrow, a huge dragon-shaped hill with large stones on top. They toppled one of the huge stones to expose the entrance. After wading through some traps, they come to a room with the Dragon Slayer sword. An invisible creature attacked them as they grabbed the sword. Dun dun dun!
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys wanted to add? I didn't go into the whole anything else that happened in particular down there.
I just want to say that all of the traps are just, well, not all of them, but there's so many pit traps. But after the first one, we actually started looking for them.
Yeah.
And you weren't even affected by
Nobody
the first
even
one.
found
So
it.
No. I rolled a critical to not fall in a trap, which
Oh, yeah.
sucks. And wasted a 20 on a pitfall trap.
But hey, you
But
looked cool doing it.
I didn't die, so I guess that's good.
That worked.
Also, that invisible thing was some kind of like wind dervishy thing, and I charged it, and I hit it, surprisingly. I ran down a hallway into what I thought was nothing, possibly something, and it worked. So that's good stuff.
Sven, Micah's camera is showing up in my spot on the stream. I figure you probably know, but just in case you didn't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you look at stream in the bottom left corner is Micah's face. Oh,
No, it's you.
oh, it is now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Liar.
All right.
How dare you?
And we have, I want to say it's 86. Let's see if I remember correctly. Oops, I had to put a exclamation point first. Nope, it's 88. All right, well, 87. All right, so 87
That'd
is
be
the new
87.
quote from last week. So after digging out Toggin from the trap and brushing himself off, he turns and scrambles and says, I don't know how we both thought this was a good idea.
Okay.
Where is that? Is that in the stream?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
He said it. They said it last week, and
Who's chat?
it's now in the Twitch chat.
Oh, Twitch chat. Okay, all right. Gotcha.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. It was because I was
That's like all of D&D summed up in one sentence.
after you went down the crack that I was too horny to get into.
He's too horny for a lot of things.
Hey.
All right,
We
so
fucking
we have our camera situated. Everybody's here. Reno should be joining us any second. Let me share the map just in case. You guys had found the Dragon Slayer sword embedded in the skull of this dragon skeleton. So far, the skeleton has not animated, although good news is it's half buried into the wall, so if it does animate, you'll just need to worry about the front of the skeleton at least.
You know, I wasn't worried about it animating before you said that.
It's like one of the things of D&D. Skeletons always animate.
That's fair. That's fair. But like sometimes they don't. And like after the sword was pulled out, I'm like, great, that thing's not going to start moving. And then you said that.
All right.
Why would you do that?
So it is Jackson's turn. We're gonna go. I'll go ahead and. He was being weird, as Jackson is on occasion. He is a barbarian. Most barbarians will rage and get hand to hand, doing their huge amounts of damage because they have strength boosts when they're raging. They also take half damage from most things while they're raging. Every once in a while, Jackson will do like he did last week, sit there and use his
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost to do 1d6 damage. Um,
Mhm.
so I'm going to split the difference and have him. So Toggin is still doing rangy stuff, correct? Toggin was not. Doesn't look like he's about to step up
Yeah,
and engage it.
Toggin had just thrown a bottle at it and fucking missed. So that's what he had just done.
Well, it did splash up in the ceiling, and now these liquid molten drops are dropping on it. Um, so he's doing some damage. So Jackson's going to step around the corner and engage it. I'm not going to use up one of his rages if he doesn't want to, so he will use his magicated battle axe that he stole from Kree.
Now I know we're not flanking, but is cornering a thing in D&D? Do you get a corner
No.
disadvantage?
I remember last session Sven was like, "Yeah, if you want to get flanking, you gotta step back in the pit."
No.
So
All
maybe
right.
don't.
That's a solid hit. 19 on the dice. Minimum damage. But it
Oof.
does all go through. Um, although you really don't have a way of knowing this. But you would at least presume it was because it's a magic battle axe. So he is level. Are you guys level 5 yet? You're still a 4. You're R5. So he gets a second attack. This time, after feeling it
Damn.
out, he gets a crit.
He's getting all the good rolls and he's not even here.
There we
Ooh, good
go.
damage, dude.
Almost max damage. One shy of max damage, making up for the crap roll he had last time. So
That was good.
steps up, swings at this thing, not really knowing what to expect. But then as he sees what's happened, he adjusts and just crushes this thing. Toggin, it is your go.
Yeah. So Toggen's not going to try the same thing twice. He is going to uh screw it. He's going to do chill touch. He's going to try that on
So you have a
the
-2.
that makes sense because it's invisible.
Well, no, because of Jackson.
There's also that. Yeah.
By the way, um, it's visible, but it is you no longer have advantage. The visibility lasts for a round, but the advantage thing only goes away after the first attack.
Oh, I thought the
Okay, so
glow only lasted until it
let
got
me
hit.
see. So go ahead and roll. Do your attack per normal, and let's see if it shows up as disadvantage or not.
Well, it should have had. Oh yeah,
He did. He had
gotcha.
advantage on his first attack.
Oh good.
Cool. So it was a normal hit, and it does. It hits as this little.
Wow.
And
Is it an undead target?
no,
Okay.
Bummer.
Oh,
All right, so
oh,
go
cool.
ahead.
Do the thing.
Oh, you did that. Okay. So keep your actions page open when you pass the turn.
Wasn't planning on closing it, but so Toggin reaches out, and as he does, there's just like this ghostly skeletal hand with like a pale blue glow from the bones, and it just kind of grabs onto the leg of this thing from the figure that he can make out from behind Jackson.
All right. Go ahead and drop the attack for the witch fire on it. The save, I mean. Because it has 2 rounds of witch fire.
You want the attack or the damage?
So it's witch fire is coded only as an attack and damage, not they don't get a save.
No.
Okay, so then give me a second
I think
here.
or yeah, the only save is to end the damage, to extinguish the flames. But like, if you get hit, you get hit.
Dex save. Well, with an 8 on the an 8 total, it does not save. So go ahead and roll the damage. Apply the damage.
Oh, I think it. Oh, it's classified as an
That's an
attack and
effect.
an
Yeah.
effect.
So just roll a 6-sider.
Okay, we got this. We got this. We'll figure it out. And because I can't see it in the combat tracker, I can't remove the effect.
6 damage. Nice. So this big blob drops down as the hand sort of digs into its lower extremities. Scrambles. Oh, wait a second. I forgot. It gets to do something.
I don't like it when the DM laughs when we don't tell a
To
joke.
attack. Alright, so it's going to do a couple slammy slams. One against Jackson and one against the Echo. First one hits Jackson, and he's again feels thud on his chest as he stumbles back a bit into Toggin. But the Echo is able to step back. And you see its fur whoosh as it swishes by it. Scrambles.
All right, Scrambles is going to use his Echo to attack. Where'd there it is, Great Axe. Do I still have disadvantage or no?
No, you can see it. It should be fine. It didn't yeah, it's not doing disadvantage yet.
Ugh.
Want to
Doesn't tell
take
me
this
whether it hits or
moment and
miss.
say hi to the Ship of Fools in chat?
Hello, fools. I don't know if 12 hits
Hey,
or not.
that is a miss.
That's fine. First attack misses.
Welcome, Jingo. You can he was here Sunday night doing a little Starfinder with us. You can also see him tomorrow. No, Saturday. He has his piratey set in the real world. Adjacent, I should say, because there are ghosties and things. Sort of a Pirates of the Caribbean setting, I would describe it.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Everybody likes pirates.
14 is also
23 and then 14 damage.
nice. So 14 damage to this creature. Your great axe is also magic.
Yes.
That's one thing I haven't really discussed to see. Would you share? Because you can now share things again.
Woo.
Your ability, the echo ability.
Yeah, if you teach me how to share it.
So go to your abilities page,
Okay. Give me a second.
and then
I'm on my ability actions page. Is that what you meant?
no, your abilities page tab.
Third one.
Okay, abilities. There. Traits,
And
ongoing proficiencies,
I
language.
believe it's Unleash Incarnation. No,
It's Echo Knight.
Echo Knight. So click on that, and then there's a little speech bubble on the top left. Click that little
Yep.
speech bubble. There you go. All right, so Manifest Echo is what I'm looking for.
Oh, is that the one you want to see then?
Yes. Magically manifest an echo of yourself and an archive magic. The echo is magical.
Yes. And it can make its attacks as me, or I can use a bonus action to teleport and switch spaces with it. And I can move it as if it was me, as long as it doesn't get out of, I think it's 15 feet of me or 30 feet. You can use a bonus
30.
unoccupied. See within
30.
All right,
15.
so
30.
I'm gonna go ahead and rule.
20.
While this may be incorrect, I'm gonna go ahead and rule in your favor, saying because it is itself magical, that it would treat your magic axe, because there's only one copy of your magic axe. It's not like it has another copy of your magic axe. But I'm going to treat, because it is itself magical, it'll count as having magic. Because in this case, it would do half damage if it wasn't using magic, doing magic damage. So that's why it matters. So I'll just say it does count.
Cool.
And we'll go from there. That was my question. All right, so it slams, does a couple attacks.
Mash. I'm not going to have it move. I'm going to use my my bonus action to give myself a second win and heal myself for 11. And then that will be my turn. I'm not going to do anything else. I moved, attacked, bonus actioned.
All right,
Nice.
awesome. So we have Reno in Twitch. I'm not sure if it's just the first thing he pulled up or what, but at least he's there. And Jingo says pirate horror. I just have to make sure you enunciate well. Horror.
Yeah, get those R's in there.
That's right.
I mean,
Pirate horrors
I
are
like
something
pirate
different.
horrors too.
Why would they would be pirates and horrors? I don't know, but anyway,
Let them do what they want.
that's right. All right, so Scrambles, you are finished. Godden.
All right. And I am targeting it, right? So I'm going to cast Sacred Flame
Yes, you are
on
targeting it.
that approximate area where I've been shooting. I mean, it's invisible to me now. Or is it to the end of my next turn? Hang on. Guiding Bolt. Before the end of your next turn. Cool. I shouldn't have disadvantage, but we'll see. Saving. Click. It succeeded. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Oh.
Son of a bitch, it got a better save.
Damn.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon. Where can it be? It be like over Scramble's Echo's head or over Jackson's head? Is there room for just the spiritual weapon, or do I have to have a space for it that is not occupied?
What type of spiritual weapon are you creating?
Just the mace I always use. My copy
Mace.
of my mace. Yeah.
If it was outside, it wouldn't be an issue at all. I'll say you can go in the. It could share a square with somebody. In this particular situation, it would be at a severe disadvantage. But there is that sarcophagus square next to it. So
Oh,
next
I'll
to
go there.
scrambles, so it would only be like a -1. I don't want to handicap it too much.
All right, so stick it there. That's fine.
Do you still have the token for that?
Shit, I've never had it for it yet.
All right. Well, then I'll get it. All right. So go ahead and do your attack. And tell us what we see.
Probably a big old whiff, but it's you see my mace appear, or a shadowy mace appear over the sarcophagus and take a hack at the area where the air is, and it doesn't. I don't think 11's going to hit.
Okay. So that is a
I
mace.
could be wrong.
A mace token, but that's mace windu. So wrong one. So give me a second.
That's okay. I'm using the force, technically.
I think
There we
he's
go.
having a bit of trouble with the technology, Brino. Considering he's flipping a table in the Twitch chat.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah, that's throwing a table.
I think that's all I can do. I just have move, and I don't want to.
All right, Toggin, your go.
Okay.
So while you're thinking about what you're doing, you see if you're able to click the mace token, grab it, and drag it down into one of your hotkeys. Kendrick,
I'm sorry, what?
are you able to grab the mace token and pull it down into one of your hotkeys?
No, not so far. I mean, it probably because the tokens are locked. It wants to do movement.
All right, let me try this. No. All right, never mind. Moving on. Go ahead, Toggin. Sorry.
Nah, don't worry about it. I mean, Toggin was thinking about doing Witch Bolt and then realized that it would probably not work out well for Jackson, so he's gonna do the same thing because Chill Touch worked. So don't mess with the system that works.
Agreed.
And gotta put on my -2.
This time it is a miss. As is
Oh, hey, I figured
not
out it's
holding
AC.
still.
Considering I rolled a 14 last time and the 13 doesn't hit.
All right, back to you, Scrambles. Round 4.
All right, Scrambles is going to attack it again. Dun, 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 dun. That even count the roll that I just did? Yes, it did. Okay. Does 17 hit?
It does.
Awesome. Let's do some damage. I'm just going to roll my damage in the box.
All right. 9 points of damage you slam into this thing.
Okay. And then I have a second attack. Going to do it again. Does 15 hit?
That's it.
Okay. And then we're going to do some more damage to it. Not a ton, but we're doing damage slowly but surely.
All right. So again, as you see, he's striking. Normally, when you strike somebody with your axe, it sinks in or scrapes along them, damaging them to some extent. In this case, it's like I said, it's like you're fighting a wind, and so as he hits, it sort of tries to jerk it out of his hand, and he sort of turns it, if in water, when you're using an oar in water, it twists and turns and like you're taking big chunks out of it. If you could see it.
Don't mind me. That was an accident.
All right, so that is scrambles. It gets to go again. All right, so rinse and repeat. Even though Jackson hasn't hit him, he got a couple good solid hits before, so it hits Jackson again, and now it's going after scrambles.
Oh.
And again with a 13 total as a miss.
Glad to hear it.
So Jackson's head rocks back as this thing connects with him. Godin, is your turn.
What was the first one? Sorry. Go on a second. I forgot to mark off my spell. I'm just trying to find which one it was for the spiritual weapon. It's level 2. Okay. All right. So I am repeating the exact same thing, which is Sacred Flame.
Howdy.
There we go. That's
Hey, it
familiar.
failed.
Slowly getting there.
And a flame comes out of the ceiling and just kind of zaps it. Sunlight. And then my spiritual weapon will attack again.
And it hit. Don't forget to apply the effect to it.
Is it the self one?
No, there should be one grant advantage or grant something.
Let me see what that says. I think it says self.
Talking about for guiding bolt.
No, it wasn't guiding bolt. It
I
was
mean, Sacred
spiritual
Flame.
weapon. Oh, sacred flame.
Sacred Flame doesn't have. I was confusing
No,
it with the other one you just did. Sorry. All right, so it's not.
nope.
That's why. Okay. Never mind.
Sacred flame and yeah, and spiritual weapon, and that's all I could do. But both hit this time.
All right. So you are. Reno's getting on the table. Do you want me to take your turn, or are you able to grab him and take the turn?
I still need him for a moment, so.
All right. So Jackson will try slicing and dicing with his magicated axe again.
Ooh.
Okay, so it is versatile. So if he hits, since he's using both hands, he'll do more damage. And despite being at disadvantage, because you can't really see it, he does hit it. So I'm going to change this. Looking to see if you even own a shield. You do own a shield. Okay. All right.
Do I pull up the map again? Never mind. Came up.
All right, and that is enough as he swings his. He gets rocked back by this creature, and with all the sustained damage this thing has been taking, it his battle axe swings through it, and all of a sudden, there's no more sound coming from it. There's no resistance as he swings a couple more times in the space where it is, and it appears to be gone.
Well, it didn't
Woohoo!
appear to be there in the first place, so.
In the back, Scramble shows up. Rakdos, curse you! Gotta get him in.
All right.
Okay.
And by the way, it's not a huge deal, but I thought you were wielding the sword. Scrambles.
Oh, you're correct. I was wielding the sword. I
Okay.
totally spaced it.
All right. So yeah,
What
so you're
is?
holding the sword still. It does not appear to have a scabbard.
Okay. I didn't even get a second to look at it. I literally picked it up and then we got attacked by the thing.
Correct.
Basically, yeah.
All right. So what are we doing? Clear initiative. There are 2 sarcophagi in here, and big dragons.
I'm just gonna
Skeleton.
go
Happen to
over to
be
the
in the middle.
dragon skeleton that I'm right next to anyway. And how heavy is the head of the dragon? The skullety part of it.
The skull
Bloody.
itself, this thing is very large. It's probably
It's like a
almost
4 foot by 4 foot skull, it looks like.
exactly. Yep. But the skull, has its what's left of it. Has seen better days. Little chips and
Sure.
things. Not all of the teeth are completely there and stuff.
Okay.
I would guess it would be about 25, well, about 50 pounds.
Perfect. Not that heavy. I'm gonna take out a piece of my hemp rope. I'm gonna feed the hemp rope through the eye socket and through the other eye socket, and then wrap around the horns and around the other horn, and like pick it up and try to put it over my back, kind of like a backpack. Tie it onto the back of my chest and across the front of me, so I can have the dragon head.
All right. Is anybody trying to help him?
Why is he getting the dragon head?
How many dragon heads do you have?
Right. That's his answer for
Oh.
everything.
I guess. I mean, if you really wanted to, just put the sword back in. Use it as a giant
I don't know if
encumbering scabbard.
I think gently running the sword through the parts that are already natural holes in the face of this thing It's probably a better idea than carrying it around through the jagged sword hole.
Well, no. Put the sword back into the hole that it was in, and then use it as a scabbard.
No, that's a terrible idea. I want to preserve the dragon head so we can take it back and hang it at our house. My long-term goal with this thing.
Right over his bed.
No, I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
hang it on the inside of the house for everybody to see our victory, which I'm going to claim that we did. I'm gonna claim we killed a dragon. Nobody will be there to say we didn't.
Jackson will be helping him do this, shaking his head the whole time.
All right, so
Oops,
let me
I think
unlock
I
the
forgot.
tokens. There you go.
Toggen's just watching.
What skill does that require? Survival?
Tying ropes would be sleight of hand. So Jackson, give me a
Do
sleight of
that.
hand with advantage.
What's the advantage?
There
I
we go.
didn't press the advantage.
So roll again.
Sweet. Me?
Yes.
Again, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking at survival says right here, follow tracks, hunt wild game, guide your group through frozen wetland, and identify owl bears nearby, predict weather, and avoid quicksand. If you're hunting wild game, it presumes that you can kill the wild game and eat the wild game, I would assume. Or is that nature? The ability to...
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand is like...
I'm
It's like
joking.
I'm not trying to tie it up and do a magic trick with it. I'm just trying to fasten it to my body.
And I'm helping you.
Making the harness so it doesn't fall and hit you in the butt every time you walk, and slice the bottom of your legs as you walk and things. Yeah. So
I respectfully disagree. I think
plus,
survival is a better call, but I'll take sleight of hand. I'm trained in survival, which is why I'm bitching about it.
Yes.
So once you hunt it, you then do a magic trick to tie it up and take it home with you. It's whatever. As long as we pass, I don't care.
And Jackson tries to do everything with sleight of hand. So
I understand that. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Here he finally has a chance to use a sleight of hand because it's doing
and it
something with his
rocks.
hands. All right, what is your
I mean, if it
duration of
makes
your
you feel
duration what?
better.
Is it 1 minute?
Yeah, it's gone now, or will be.
Okay.
If it makes you feel better, Micah, I had this exact discussion with Sven literally yesterday when I was tying somebody up.
It's a valid argument. You would think that a hunter would know how to tie up his game and take it home. He's
But
not
I
going to
did
be
use survival for it, so
real
sucks to be
thrifty.
you.
Yes, it's fine.
Usually it's across the hood of your pickup, not the on your
Yes.
back.
All those times Chris Angel went hunting with David Blaine.
Exactly. Right.
Anyway, I have the stupid thing tied to me. That's all I care about. Does anybody want the sword? I don't really care about the sword. I was only fighting with it because as soon as I picked it up, shit started happening. So somebody
You're
wants
like,
to
it's in my hand, so might as well fight with it.
Yeah, I was in the heat of battle and didn't think to put down the weapon I was holding. So if anybody else would rather look at it or touch it, I know it's magical. I didn't do the check, but I'm pretty sure.
Jackson.
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith.
I'll hand it over to him.
Magical blacksmith.
Perfect. I will hand it over to him. Once again.
So you got in, you healed yourself, Jackson, and Scrambles, correct?
Oh,
and then I healed Jackson directly with my once a day healer thing using my expenditure of my healing kit. Check.
Right, but the healing kit doesn't get the bonus. So the 3 gets.
But the first one is what I needed it for, right?
For those 3 people, Godin, Jackson, and Scrambles.
Just 5. Yeah.
Okay.
I just get 5 points when I use a third. It was a third level spell. So.
And
5 and 8. All right.
Toggen's going to
Thanks. Perfect.
Make a I guess a quick potion, and he kind of looks around for whoever's the most hurt, and he gives it to Godin.
Nice.
It's kind of ironic.
Thank you.
Yeah, so he passes you like a stone vial, basically.
That's awesome.
What do I? Oh, you just roll it. Thank you.
Oh god, you guys need to start like stopping me from rolling
Holy
healing. I always roll like ones and twos.
goodness.
I swear Toggen's supposed to be better at this. It's just me, Mantha.
Now, over here in front of this paw of the dragon, it looks like it's buried in the sand. If I gently waft away the sand with my hands and blow dirt away from the sand, am I able to rummage any of the bones in the paw? Or the claw of the dragon?
Give me a percentile. Yes,
Perfect.
there are
And
bones there from its claws.
I am being careful with that intentionally. Go away. What? I messed something up 1 second. No.
Did you delete your character?
I think I just exited out of Fantasy Grounds. So if anybody wants to take a stab at that
Oof.
fucking roll for me, I'd appreciate it while I
Alright,
load my
so
character back. I
it's
double
pretty
clicked something and it
destroyed.
just went away.
It's pretty messed up. But what is it that you're trying to get?
I want to bring some of the claw back so I can give it to my magical potion making girlfriend. Maybe she needs dragon claw for something. I don't know. I brought the
All
head back, but I want to keep the head intact. I don't really want it to become part of a magical potion because I think it's cool. But I'm willing to part with extra bones, and I think the claw is probably the next most useful part. That's just me spitballing shit because I don't know anything about dragons.
All right, so
It tracks.
Can't help if you want.
Yeah, you can use your sleight of hand to be an archaeologist.
Right. I have insight in history. And athletics
History
to do
would be
it.
helpful, maybe. Yeah, I can see history being helpful, knowing the
Medicine.
skeletal structure of a dragon.
survival.
so your witch would know more about this type of thing.
Yeah,
If you want to give me a roll, you can be nature or arcana or both.
ooh, I will take the nature. Or excuse me.
I'm talking to Toggin.
Oh, Toggen's a witch? Gross burner.
He's always been a witch.
You didn't say that. You didn't ride in on a broom or tell me you love Quidditch. How am I supposed to know you're a
His
witch?
class is Hex Witch.
You didn't tell
Wouldn't he
me
be a
that.
warlock? Wouldn't he
No,
be a warlock?
no. Okay. I have beef with the idea that like witch
Gender
and
roles.
warlock are like gendered because it's not. They're completely like different like classes. It's like, going to like it's like deciding that doctor and pharmacist are gendered things. Like no, they're two different like practices. They're like related and they
Fine.
both do medicine, but like
You
they're
are correct.
different.
I can tell when I've been beat down. I get it.
You're correct.
Sorry, I
So
have
in real
feelings.
life and in D&D, they're actually pretty similar. Warlocks are typically they use magic, incantations, and spells, and some of them in D&D especially make pacts with things to obtain their power for free. Whereas witches in real life and in D&D are you more alchemical worshippers of nature slash have hexes and things like that with their
Just
magic.
goth
Some
girls
people
who
do.
like to go hiking. That's all it
Yes.
is.
Anyway, so
Sorry to all
yes,
of our witch fans.
you know that some of depending on how old these remains are, you know from the tales that you've heard about it, they're about 100 to 150 years old. So you're guessing there might be some small amount of magic still left in the marrow and the bones. It doesn't really matter what bones you use. So, in other words, the uh, rib bone would be just as valuable as a claw. The difference is you can use a claw as a weapon. You can't use a rib bone typically
Right.
as a weapon because they're not as hard.
Okay.
The claws are different, are not bone. They're a
Calcified.
different material.
Sure.
Yeah. Like the claws would be more interesting to a collector than a potion maker.
It's the
Correct.
thought that counts.
I
Okay.
mean, you can take the whole ass arm if you want. Like,
Well, I already have its head. I don't want to be dragging around piles of bones everywhere I
carcass.
go. But I figure I can take a hand, even if it's broken up, throw it in my backpack. I don't really care. I'm just gonna bring it to my girlfriend and say, "Hey, I thought of you while I was out, and I brought you this dead thing to show you my love."
Cool.
oh
Women
my
love
god,
it when
you're
you
like
bring
a
them
cat.
dead
You
things,
bring your owner a dead thing to show that you care about them.
like a big dumb cat.
Hey, that's right. It's like so everybody does, doesn't it?
All right.
Yeah, like the
So,
Dexter.
what else are you guys doing?
Well, since you've hinted at it 19 times, I think I should probably check out one of these sarcophagi. Now that I've said everything else.
Godin,
Talking, just
Jackson,
gonna.
talking.
Now,
You guys, what do you guys do?
Checking out the other one, yeah.
Scrambles goes
All of
one.
scrambles, but
Oh, Todd is
remember,
staying over here, remembering
yes, I
doing
do
stuff on
remember.
the other one. He's just watching this time.
Yes. No, I remember the last time we ran into the sarcophagi and it blew up gas all over my face.
Maybe
Right.
before
Stupid.
you try that,
Yes.
put cloth on face.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. I'm just getting over there. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take my shirt or whatever I'm wearing and pull it up over my nose. Kind of step
Clock of
back.
billowing. Cloak of
Yeah, my
billowing.
cloak of billowing and draw it up over my face.
Your cloak of billowing is fanning away whatever fumes are coming.
Heck yeah.
All right. So these also are
You toxic crap.
not marble. Um, been trying to think of a way to incorporate the phrase, but I can't because it actually is granite. So you can take it for granted because it is. Um, so it's a strength check of DC 20. It's like last time. If you have a crowbar and you're using it,
I do have a crowbar,
it gives you advantage.
and I will definitely use the crowbar.
Now, Godin, did
And
you say you were helping Scrambles?
yes.
All right, so Scrambles, you have double advantage, which is not a thing.
nice. 23
Nice.
is higher.
There you go. That is enough. Godin, Jackson, you also have advantage since you're using your. I know you have a crowbar, so click the
Yep.
ADV button and then roll your athletics.
Okay.
Plus, you would have been higher
I'm
anyway,
clicking
Scrambles,
that.
because you're trained in athletics.
I'm clicking the ADV, but it's not doing anything, so I don't know if it's
You
should-
click
activated
it
or not.
once so that it highlights, and then you do your
Yeah, it
roll.
should turn red when you do
Really?
it.
Yeah, well, it's not doing it. So, oh, there it is. Okay. Acrobatics. Here we go.
Athletics.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
I got,
Once
oh, I'm
again,
sorry.
you parkour.
Just a
Parkour.
backflip over
Ooh.
the.
He's
Come
hopping
on,
up
give
on
me a
top of
second,
it,
for
hopping back
fuck's sake.
down, like
Hey, while you're doing all that, do a magic trick. See if you can open it.
Hey,
doing
I've got the
doing a
magic.
back
I've got the
Sleight
magic.
of hand with the crowbar. Do
It's
it.
when it felt like doing a backflip
There you
off
go.
the back of the.
I mean, still got an 18.
Hey, I'm a beautiful creature here, so shh. And everything I do is beautiful. There you go. Got my roll. Am I being gassed?
Yeah, that would suck if we're being cast.
All right, so as you break the seal that these things have, they but there's nothing besides just a little air comes out, a little musty smell,
Ew.
and
Empty? What?
the both have moldy bones and rusty armor of Tanamir Alagondar and her faithful squire. So, Jackson, you have Tanamir's corpse,
Ew.
and Godin and Scrambles, you're looking at her faithful squire.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Does her faithful squire have any jewelry on his fingers or neck?
He does not.
Okay.
There is the Dragon Slayer sword. And if we were
Yeah, it
playing
is magical.
IRL, I would give you the little card that goes with it, because this is the Essentials kit.
Uh-huh.
One of the cool things about the Essentials kit, they have little treasure cards that you can hand out to your players. So they can have them in front of them and not have to dig around and try to remember what they do.
Just remember that the effect only works if you're hitting as a dragon.
I know. It's like,
That's right.
why would that be the case? Is that what it really means?
No.
No, I'm making fun
hitting,
of the typo.
attacking
Okay.
at, like an oops.
That's nice. A plus
You hit a
3
dragon.
d6. Well, it's just basically it's a magical sword until you have it until you're attacking a dragon.
Yeah.
Because plus 1 bonus
When
would
you-
be just magical.
And it does extra damage.
Okay, well I'll trade that out for my one on, or should I save it? Should I keep it as a keepsake or should I use it as my own for now?
What? The sword?
The sword, yeah.
I would definitely hold on to it at least until we fight the dragon for sure, but I don't know if it doesn't do very much damage unless it's a dragon, so
It does just as much damage,
It's also a
if not
plus
more
one
damage,
As my
than
main
his
sword.
battle axe.
it does more damage than his
Does?
great axe.
Not his great axe. His great axe is not magical. He has a magical battle axe, but this is a long sword. Does
Yeah.
so? Who
Which I can
has
wield
it in
with
their
one hand.
inventory right now?
I currently do. Long dragon sword. I have it right now. It does D8 plus 6.
So that's exactly what his battle axe does.
Okay. So it is as good as your battle axe and better if you're fighting a dragon, so I don't see why you wouldn't switch it out. And it's magical, which is nice.
Okay, let's go with
I
it.
don't know how to drop things.
Because my normal longsword is a T8 plus 4 slashing. So many times I used a longsword. In other words,
Yeah.
with my shield.
So yes, you do want to switch out your regular longsword with this one. Whether or not you want to use your magic
Inventory.
longsword or your magic battle axe, or give one of those magic items to someone who doesn't have magic items to hit with. So in case you come across
Okay.
magical creatures like an invisible soccer, they can do damage to it. So if
Okay.
you open up the party sheet, and the top tab is what you should see anyway. It says inventory.
Yeah.
Then you go to your inventory tab,
Yep.
and on the right side there is that little shield. Click the shield and drag it over to the party sheet and drop it.
Carried. All right, here it is.
There you go.
I think I dropped it in there.
Yep. And you're looking in the chat. It says that you dropped it.
I intended to drop it in there for him to pick up.
I just take it and grab it into my inventory.
You want to
Just
grab
drag
the
it in.
shield and drag it over to your inventory page and let go. And what are you doing with
The
the
shield.
battle axe? Are you keeping both?
Yeah, I always had a battle axe and a sword. I can do a long sword with one hand, and I can do the battle axe as well.
You cannot dual wield both.
No, I know that.
Okay, so you're keeping both magic items while you have two people in your party that don't have any magic items.
No, I'm asking who needs a magic item. Who needs something that's magic? People. Anybody need something magic? I got it.
I also have a magical whip. I don't know if anybody is trained in the whip, but I'm never going to use it. So I would like to donate that to the group of the party as well. So if one of them says I don't have something magic, or if they both say I don't have something magic at the same time, I'll say, oh, well, that's great. I also have this whip that I just threw in there. So that way
Yeah,
somebody...
Toggin doesn't know how to use any of those, so he's not necessarily jumping at the chance.
Oh, damn. Well,
I'm my mace is not magical, but it
it is
is
itself magic.
It is a magic. I mean, it's the weapon of my deity. So
All right, never mind.
I
So
prefer not to use a
Okay,
go
sword.
for
never
it.
mind. I will
Keep
take
them
it
both.
back.
I just drop it in my
Wait.
inventory.
Don't forget with the whip, it does have reach.
Yeah.
So if Godin were to use it, he would have a 15 feet reach with the whip.
God, you sure you don't want that? You sure you don't want the whip?
I have a moral issue as a healer
Guys,
with the idea of taking a weapon of torture into battle.
It's not a
yeah,
weapon of torture. It's a weapon of correction and discipline.
that's right. You can also use it to like
Not
Aggressive
It's only torture
statement.
if you're
grapple
stupid.
things and stuff. Try to disarm
yes.
them.
I'd rather not.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take the whip.
All right.
Correct that whip.
So how do I put my regular longsword away? Have you seen this one?
So on your inventory page,
Yeah.
there is a
I
just switch it from equipped to carried.
okay. So I carried. It's not telling me. It's going to be equipped and one more time. Carried. Okay,
Now,
not carried.
longsword is also versatile, so that means if you're using it with one hand, you do 1d8. If you put away your shield and you use both hands on your longsword, you do 1d10.
Ooh. Okay. Well, my ever since we got through that Indiana Jones layer there with all the arrows coming out the slits,
Yeah.
I put my shield has gotten some dust on it.
I'm gonna search the Lady of Integrity or whatever her name is. See if she have any stuff on her or on her hands or on her neck or in her pockets.
No, they're
Okay.
just moldy. Body looks like they were in fine attire. It wasn't even in armor. They were just like silk clothes that have rotted over the years.
I'm gonna say out loud. Does anybody know who this is?
Sorry,
Sounds like
I've got history.
somebody's in a sarcophagus. That means they're usually pretty important.
I
It
can
was
do a history roll.
yes. We were just talking about it a minute ago, weren't we?
I don't remember. Apologize. Maybe I was absent for the conversation, or I'm just.
It was
You said
way,
like
well. I mean,
lady
he
and
told us who it was,
Spire.
but I can't remember her name either. But it was shared to us, to one of us at least. I mean, I think
Tanamir, I think.
somehow or
Lady
another we found
Tanamir
out.
Alagondar,
Yeah.
I think. And her loyal
Yeah, we have
Spire.
told us a story
Yeah, you guys were at
about.
the
Oh,
merchants.
that's right. Merchants
I don't
told
remember
us
that.
a
But okay.
story. Well, it didn't happen then. It happened after the fact that we, in retrospect, the story was told to us because we all rolled a ridiculous
Oh.
history check.
Okay.
So
we want-
we
Down.
yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Very good.
So should we leave her body where it is? Should we take it with us? Is this something we need to bring out of here, or is it like being guarded by a dragon, or
Why
leave it
would
where it
you
lays?
want to move the body?
If the dragon like took her and held her hostage and prisoner down here from her people, I don't know. I don't know anything about this person.
No,
She
she killed it.
He was sealed in
killed
the
the
barrel
dragon.
with.
I didn't know that. I literally don't know who this person is. I keep asking everybody who it
We
is.
just
Can you
know
look in
this was the
chat?
story. It's right there in
I
chat.
put in the story in the last sentence. It says that this is her dying wishes.
When?
Yes,
Oh, there it is. Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
see
I
that.
just put that in chat.
and that's
I
that
didn't
was
see it.
last week we had that story shared with us,
I wasn't here last week.
or whatever week it was that you were here when we were
I don't
You
know.
were
doing the
definitely
grid.
here.
I just didn't remember. All I'm saying is I did know who it was, and if I walked across and found somebody really important outside, I'd pick them up and take them with me. But because that's not what this person wanted, we're gonna
This
leave
is
her where it
her
is.
tomb.
I
He
didn't
Right.
know that.
broke
I forgot. For God's sakes,
into her tomb.
cut me a flippin' break.
All right, so what are you guys
Anyway,
doing? Where are you headed now?
I'm gonna desecrate the body just to piss
Please
everyone off.
don't.
Just kidding. I'm not gonna desecrate the body.
Thank you.
So you would care anyway. Moving on.
Well, we can get out of
I'm
here.
gonna
So the
leave. There's nothing else to
jaws
do
of death.
here, right?
I believe you're correct. It's what we came here for. Get the sword.
Yes. Get the sword. I have the head on me.
There are 2 other
I
places
do-
to
could-
go that you haven't explored if you want to continue looking.
Oh, other parts of the cave. Yeah, I remember that.
One to
Can
the south and one to the
Tuggen,
west.
The
can
sketchy.
Tuggen try to put the lid back on the sarcophagus?
Yes, you guys can put the lids back.
Yeah. He feels like, okay, we took our peek, and now we put them back to rest and respect them.
Putting them on, like I said, there's a lip and they're inset. So lifting them up is a challenge. Putting them back on is easy. They just fall back.
Okay, cool.
eat.
Hop the pit again,
Off the pit, yeah.
Okay.
and then move down here.
Off the pit. I'm following him wherever he's going. Can't see anymore.
Tuggen does this weird little stretch over the pit so he doesn't hit
Yeah,
his
just-
head on the ceiling.
Nice.
All right. So south or continue west. Okay.
South.
South is fine.
West it is.
Or west. West is good too.
Too long of a pause.
All right. So you do see there is a
Wait, are we checking for the floor?
He is not, but I am behind him, so I'm fine with it.
you see there's a light.
Oh,
glowing, like
there's a
candle
light.
light.
Watch out for a hole.
Yeah.
All right. So
So the person leading us is not taking any precautions against holes, but the person behind him is, so
I
don't worry.
was too. I said I'm looking for
okay.
the light. The light has been warning us every time. So I will pull out my mace and slam the ground in front of me to make sure she wasn't trying to point that one out, and then I'll move into it if it doesn't look like that was fine. And then I'll kind of tiptoe into it, see if it's fallen out. The one directly below. That one.
All right, so
Does
you're
this one
banging
appear
the
to be
floor
okay?
with your mace.
I'm going
Alright,
forward with
as a-
mace first, nice and hard, and then I will just
As
kind
a-
of slowly push 1 foot at a time into the next square.
All right. So as a bugbear, you have an abnormally long reach. So as you bang the floor in front of you, it does echo, and as Jackson moves up, the light moves away.
He's actually move up. Got
Jackson, what are you doing?
He's
I'm hanging
falling
here.
into a pit.
You just walked right into the head.
It does echo.
It echoes. You just walked right into it. Okay.
I'm just trying.
Well,
You guys were saying I'm in
I
the
will
way.
try
So
and-
trying to make sure that
nobody's anywhere near you. So
I'm right there next to you.
no, you're
Where's my
Alright,
character?
so Jackson can easily jump over the pit.
In the next.
You guys
Mhm,
cannot.
absolutely.
I have to go back around, dingbats. Why'd you tell me to go west?
I do not remember anybody telling me that.
Was Jackson going to jump across here to there like that?
Are you? You can.
Yes, I am. I am. Is that where we're heading? Are we heading that direction, or am I just randomly?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's where
watch
we
out
were
for the
going.
light. If the light stops somewhere, stop early.
Okay. So I'll move to there, and I will wait for everybody else.
Well, don't wait there. You're just blocking nobody can jump. There we go.
And Toggin does his hop and moves to the side to make sure that Scrambles doesn't fall.
Scrambles will jump over.
We do our nice little weird shimmy thing.
Scrambles will wait for everybody to move forward a square.
All right.
Jack Hung.
I'm moving. There's a sarcophagus here, though. Stuff going on. Don't get too far ahead.
Perfect.
And now Toggen's like, okay, you guys can you can go first.
I go
Because
next.
you guys are the ones that are testing the floor, and he has looked into those tetanus filled pits and he doesn't want to fall into them.
Wise decision.
Oh, we got another sarcophagus. Should we check it out? Trying to see if there's more treasure to be had? Raping the brave souls' bodies?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember some of the other
All
Just
right.
keeping an eye on
not
things.
having
We need to be
anything in them.
Looks like it's only this room for sarcophagi.
We also need to be careful of the gas when we open them, just like we said last time. So
All right. I need
being
everybody
extra
give
careful.
me initiative, and I will be right back. Wow.
Damn it.
Are you taking a break, initiative, or
Oof.
what? God enrolled a decent initiative? That's impossible.
Did mine go?
I mean, it makes sense. Toggin was like kind of standing to the side.
We're all
to let
tied.
y'all- oh my god. To let you guys go through, and so he's just
Lucky
kinda...
13s.
Right.
I know that in the event of a tie, it goes to the person with the higher bonus, but like two of y'all have the same higher bonus, so like I don't even know. You get to decide, I think.
I'm not super concerned over who gets to go first.
May it be while we're rolling it. Could be a mystery.
All right. So you get this sense that something is in the room with you as you guys step in the room. And we're going to start. Finishing up the initiatives. There we go. All right. So this light appears next to Jackson, and this little zap of electricity, lightning zaps him. And you
Ed.
have a little burn mark on your arm where it hits you, and your arm tenses up for a minute. Your heart skips a beat as you catch your breath. This thing zaps you.
Oh.
Ducks.
A
But
second
he
one
can.
appears right in front of you
He can
and
see
tries to zap you as well.
There's zappy things here, guys. There's zappy things.
Wah, 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 wah. A sad trombone plays as it misses.
Good.
Sort of nudges the other one as if to say, "This is mine. Go find your own." and one appears and tries to zap Godin as well. 13 was the highest initiative you guys rolled. Wow.
And
All
3 of them
13s.
rolled
Do a
it.
do-over. Gladly do a do-over if you like.
Three on the dice is not going to be enough. Just looking to see if I have a picture, but let me go ahead. Let's see. So, so in this particular case, it doesn't really matter. The way surprise works in 5e is you don't get to do anything, but once your turn has passed, you then have reactions. But in this case, you all went last. All right, so top of round 2. This thing disappears. Toggin.
I'm not sure if he can really see the one that's in front of Jackson and Scrambles, but I think he has a much better view of the one in front of Godin. So with that being said,
These are like very, very large fireflies or floating candles without wicks. If you just capture the light of a candle.
would he have a
Candle in
clear
the wind.
shot at the glowing light in front of Godin from there, or would he have to move?
You would have a -2 for that one, a -5 for the other one.
Okay, yeah, no, he'll take the -2. Yeah. We're just gonna do chill touch and hope it works.
All right, I'm pushing you guys a couple rolls.
Oops.
Talia doesn't know shit about history. But he's Mr. Nature Man and failed that one.
I mean, you don't know
I
much
excel
about
at history.
history.
He's got a
So much
+2 to history, but like
biology.
Lots of history, but I blanked out on this one.
All right, so with the high successes you guys got, with Jackson and Toggin, the two of you, it's at least half of the party. So you all you recognize these as will-o-wisps.
so they were leading us to danger. They weren't warning us of danger.
No.
They were leading us to danger. Because that's what will-o'-the-wisps do. Anyway, the will-o'-the-wisp in front of Godin now has just like a skeletal hand holding onto it, but I imagine that it's more like it looks like the hand is like holding an orb or something.
So at one point tonight you asked if something was undead. These are undead.
Ayo. Um, that's good. I don't know why it did it on me. Oh no, it's supposed to do it on me. Okay. So, oh, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. Okay, that makes sense. So, anyway, that's what Toggin does.
All right, Jackson.
I'm going
So
to
you're still holding the
strike.
sword because you don't have a scabbard for it.
Yep. I'm going striking at this one right there. With me sword. Where my sword went to? Here it goes. Okay. Come on, baby. Where we
And are you
at?
using your shield?
No. Nope.
All right, so did you hit? Yes, give me a minute.
Yep.
All right, there you go. So it is now coded as two-handed.
Go ahead and take damage or not.
Yes, go ahead and roll damage.
Too bad.
Oh,
Not too bad.
I'm a silly person.
I still love you.
All right, so open up your actions page.
Me?
Yes.
What's up? I'm there.
So where it says Longsword Dragon Slayer, there's a hand. Click the hand until it says 2. There you go.
Okay.
So now the damage automatically changes. So, because you're using it two-handed.
Okay.
Same thing, your battle axe right now is listed as two-handed. If you pull out your shield, give yourself +2 armor class, just click the hand until it says 1. All right. So you have a second attack.
Okay, I will do that as well. Ooh, that was very nice. Yes, yes. So excited by the first hit. I'm there.
All right, scrambles.
I'm going to use my bonus action to create my echo. I will spawn it behind the Will-O-Wisp named Strangely Tubby, so it is flanking with Jackson. And then I'm going to attack using my echo.
Okay.
So my echo spawns up behind it and then takes a big swipe at it. I don't know if you can what being flanked does or how to add that into it. So
+1.
So 14. I don't know if 14 hits and 13 doesn't. So
14 is a miss.
all right. So my first attack misses. My second attack. That's better. Let's do some damage.
Nice.
So I show up and I swing at it and miss and sink my axe into the wall a little bit, scraping off some rocks. Pull it back through. Slice it with the second attack.
Very nice. All right. Godin.
I need. Never mind. No. Is one of them already dead?
No.
No.
Disappeared.
Just I don't. Oh, disappeared. Is it still within range to hear me?
Can it hear you? Yes.
Then you're gonna need to target him too.
All right. What are you doing?
Turn undead. Wisdom saving throw. Anybody within 30 feet that can see or hear me.
Nice.
Hey, the undead.
Does it specifically say see or hear?
Yes.
Okay. Because
Oh,
one of them cannot see you. So, boom. All right. Go for it.
I see two failures and a success. Is that right?
Correct. Go ahead and click the effect. All right. Don't forget. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. I cleared the targets. Did you need them targeted again?
No. Did the one in front of me is one of the successes, right? I mean, I'm one of the ones I was successful against. All right, so
the
I
X
can't.
means it failed its save.
Great. I don't see another one at the moment, so I am just going to, as a bonus action, summon my where are you, buddy? Spiritual weapon again. Let's put it.
All right, so don't forget to mark off spell slots and channel divinity.
Yep.
And this time I did keep the token. So where did you want it?
Thank you. And that is it, unless I'm now next to one. But, I can't see one, so
You could have it attack the one in front of you if you put it here.
no. It's running. It's going to be running away. I don't want to stop it.
It won't. Oh, I see. If it takes damage, does it stop the turn ability?
I have not read this in a while, but it used to. So let me just until it takes any damage. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
So I will yell out to everybody: don't hit the ones that are running away. They will continue running for a minute. If you hit them, they will stop running, and we have to fight them again.
They are orbs of light. How do we know if they are running?
They're going away from us. They will go away as fast as they can. On their turn.
And speaking of going away, someone disappears. So, Jackson, you can get a attack of opportunity.
I will take it. I will take it.
What?
Just
Wait, he
Just said don't hit him.
I'm just messing with you, man. There's nothing there anyway, so I see nothing. I'm busy picking my teeth with this dragon sword, so
All right, and the one in front of you disappears. Did you want to take attack for opportunity?
no.
Hell no. That's the whole point.
It'd be funny if he did after saying that whole speech.
Being the first time that I've used Channel Divinity, a Turn Undead in approximately 10 years, I'm impressed that it worked the first time against something. Usually takes a few times. Wow.
Now that they're gone, can these things teleport through walls and things like that? Are they ghosts? How does that work?
I don't know what these things do.
Who got the 20?
They're will-o-wisps.
Toggin did. He got a 20 history check.
Yes.
He does not believe they can be. Let's see. Yes, he thinks they can. An orange turtle. Is he turned? He is turned. Okay, so he's going here. 5, 10.
Brambles is going to say out loud. So, did you disappear these things, or what did you do to them? Where did they go?
I sent them away from us as fast as they could go. It's undead do not like my goddess.
So I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's only
Sends
one
them
way.
packing.
There's only one way in and out of this room, and we are all standing in front of it. So they're still in the room with us, unless somebody else knows something I don't know.
No,
Ooh.
a couple of them will go as far away from us as they can for the next full minute.
Wow,
Sure.
you guys did it again. 11, 9, 6, 6 for your initiative. All right. So as you guys are talking, one appeared in front of Gata and zaps him.
Exactly.
I knew one of them was already gone, so
You
I
asked
wasn't
to
sure
run
about that.
away. We're in a closet. You can't run anywhere. We're in the doorway of the closet. Shit. Okay.
They can disappear and go through stuff, so they could have gone right past
Why
us
did-
if they
That's
wanted
why.
to.
That's what I was asking. Far away did they
But
get?
Still
that's
manages
what
to miss him.
Arkin said.
Very far.
All right. So talking.
Okay. Yeah, Tuggin's gonna. If he moves into this diagonal space, will he have a better view of Strangely Tubby?
Yes. So you move through Scramble Square and down below.
Chill, I get
Yes.
out of the way for him.
Okay.
Make it as easy as possible for him to get by me.
So you have a -1 to hit it because it's a tiny creature, and it's a
Okay.
wall there.
Yeah, he's gonna try doing Chill Touch again.
So for Chill Touch, I'll say it's a straight roll. It's a magic thing.
Okay.
You're not having to actually reach with your hand and try to hit this thing.
In that case, it hits. And um and I think using the skeletal hand as a bit of a distraction, he slips, tries to like slide underneath it to get to the other side.
You can move through around the other way, Jackson Square and Scramble Square, but it's still considered an enemy, so you wouldn't be able to go through its square.
Okay. In that case, yeah, he'd go. He'd kind of just hug the wall and go around.
What is your movement?
30, 30, 30. So he used 10, so he has 20 feet left.
Alright, so you're able to get there. Scrambles.
And would it have a attack of opportunity since he moved away?
It does not take an attack of opportunity. Yes, it would.
Huh. Interesting.
So, not knowing really what's going on with these things, Scramble's Echo is going to attack the blank square in front of him. I have no idea if there's anything
Okay.
in that square or not, but I'm going to swing my great axe through it because I think there might be something there. I don't know.
So click
So,
DIS
gotcha.
and then
This.
roll your attack.
Okay.
That's a weird roll. Does not appear to hit anything.
Cool. So then I'm going to turn and attack the other square on the opposite side of the Echo
Gotcha.
with my second
thing.
attack
I think
because I don't know if there's anything in front of me or behind me because these things can be invisible. So who fucking
I
knows?
like to imagine that Toggin just made it through that space when Scrambles' echo just kind of whacks down in the center of it. He like glances back at the sound like, oh my god.
That's awesome.
Very nice. All right. And that also does not appear to hit anything.
Okay. Then it's not there. It's not there. So the Echo is going to move down one square, adjacent to Taugen. Am I standing on an enemy?
You wouldn't be able to move there if there was an enemy there.
Okay. Well, that's solid math. And then I guess I will end my turn. Can't really think of anything else to do.
All right, Jackson.
I'm just going to step this way. 2. About
This
one more
way.
right there. I'm just have my sword in hand. I'm at the ready because something goes down.
All right, so you're gonna radiant action. If you see one, you're gonna
Yes.
slice it. Gotcha.
Yes. So I can see all the spaces around, so I know what's going on.
All right, God.
I'm going to project this one in front of me. All right, so I'll target the guy right in front of me. Sacred Flame.
Woo.
And I will, as a bonus action, move my yes, an attack. And
The fact that it swung around as if it whacked the thing.
these guys have a considerable armor class for a little piece of light.
Yes, they are tiny. All right, so this thing is going to try to zap you back. Wow, and it missed.
Damn, a 19 misses?
Well, I've got ogre.
What's your
I've got
AP?
mess. I've got ace. I got 21 now. I've
Holy shit!
got everything on I can have on, pretty much. Gauntlets of ogre power and full on adamantine plate armor. So
Holy shit, okay.
one thing I still need is some boots that could kick ass. That's about it. So that's left.
Gauntlets don't do anything for your AC, but they give you the strength to wear the plate easily. Scrambles.
Yeah.
Top round 4. You're
How
not
does
last.
how
Oh,
does
it was the end.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah.
the shield. Yeah.
how does occupying the magical weapon space work? Is it like occupying that whole space? Can I stand in that space or no?
The spiritual
Normally,
weapon one.
with the height, um, you would be there, and it's sort of right there in your face, because the walls in here are only 8 feet high.
Okay.
If it was outside or even a 10-foot ceiling, it would be fine. You can move there, but he can just move it before he attacks next time. So for you, it's fine, but if
Okay.
the weapon attacks, it's going to be problematic if it's sharing a square.
Okay. So I will, because I have movement, I'll move my thing diagonally into that square and then attack the wisp that is there with it.
Okay.
And grab my wisp.
So William of the Wisp.
Yeah. Wisp one will I attack? We don't know. Alright, where'd it go? Great axe. Draw. Hit it. Damage. Smash. Then my second attack. Oh, kitty batted it. Haha. And I will say, Rakdos curse you.
All right. So this time you see as you slice into it, it sort of fizzles for a moment, and this little dust particles fall to the floor. So it is clear that it is dead. It didn't just turn invisible again.
Okay. And then I still have movement left, so I'm going to go 5 into the dead kitty bat square, 10 into Godden square, and then 15 to be directly above Godden next to myself. And then I will end my turn. Wait, how many times can I do this? Oh, just one. Dang it. Yeah, okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I was gonna try to heal myself again, but I cannot. Can only second
You
wind of
got
what?
till you gotta take a short rest. All right,
Yeah.
Toggin.
So besides knowing the name of the will-o-wisps, what else did Toggin remember about them?
That they are undead and that you think they can go through objects.
Okay.
And their parents are not very
Don't
creative
even.
because I named them all the same name, Will.
Well, that one's will-o-wisp. That one is bill-o-wisp. And
Don't even.
Pillow whips.
um, I guess Toggin is just kind of looking around the room, and holding an action to cast Chill Touch if one of the will-o-wisps appears again in his
All right.
vision.
So we're gonna jump ahead. Godin, are you gonna be doing anything?
No.
All right. Scrambles, are you gonna be doing anything?
I'll,
You guys
I'll
have
move to the middle of the room. Yeah.
just under a
How's that?
minute before the
Negative.
effects of his spell wears off.
No. Oh, yes. If I can, if I have time to, I'm going to move next to Jackson and then put my echo in the corner that is behind Jackson. If that's possible, I would like to be there and put my echo on the other side of Jackson. I basically want to, if I have free time for like the next 30 or 40 seconds, run my echo through the unoccupied spaces of the room to see if it
Okay.
runs into anything.
It
So I'll
does not.
start there and then okay. Then I'm not doing anything besides that. They are not in the room with me unless they are somewhere
Are you
I
gonna
was
leave
not able to check.
your echo there?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And how
Can
long
leave
does
my
it
echo there.
last?
Let me check. I think it's just combat, but I gotta double check that. Actions. Manifest echo. Magical. Gray image of you lasts until it is destroyed, until you dismiss it as a bonus action, or until you manifest your echo again, or until you're incapacitated. So until I'm incapacitated, until I dismiss it, until it's destroyed, or until I summon a separate echo. The short answer. Until one of those three things happens.
All right. So your spiritual weapon goes away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if it doesn't run out, then another minute passes. Jackson, are you moving at all, or you staying where you are?
Where I am at the ready.
We're just gonna
Plus
stand here. Should we start searching these coffins or what?
Yes, that would be my next move. Search the
See,
coffins. Cover my
Let's
face again.
get it done and get out of here. Yeah.
Cover my face again. Search the next coffin.
I do the same on the opposite side.
All right. So when you do that, when your spiritual weapon disappears, or how
Yeah.
long are you waiting afterwards?
Right away. I want to get this done and get out of here.
All right. So
I know they haven't killed them. We just, shoot them. They're easily frightened, but they will be back, and in greater numbers.
that is not comforting. I think Toggin's just he is staying in the middle of the room, looking to make sure that if will-o-wisps appear around you guys, that he can cast magic at them, but he's
Okay.
basically just doing guard duty while they're looking at the sarcophagi. He doesn't want to stick his face in them again.
All right. So, who's doing which sarcophagus? If you're doing it by
Actually, don't do this.
if you have a crowbar or help, you have
I'll do
advantage.
this one.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it is a DC 20 strength check.
Cool, cool. I have advantage because I have a crowbar. Now, do you want me to use athletics or strength on my front page? It doesn't matter.
What did you say? Athletics, you said?
21. Athletics is a strength-based check, so I think that's fine. I'm not sure though.
Yes, it is athletics with advantage.
Yep, I did.
Yep. You both did it. Dropped a 1, dropped a 3. You both got it. So the
Nice.
Drunk.
northwest sarcophagus, you see there is a dead person there. Most of his stuff is destroyed and moth-eaten, like the other ones are. Not moth-eaten, but decayed and stuff.
Decomposing.
But there's a loot that appears to be
Ooh,
with a little bit of dust, but other than that, still looks brand new.
nice.
The one in front of me, anything there?
And that was Jackson. Scrambles, Godin, are you doing it too?
Gonna try.
It's with advantage.
Oh wow.
Athletics.
No, it's not. I
Good.
don't have a crowbar.
Okay. Yeah, so you're good enough.
I'm just
You got
using
it anyway.
brute strength.
All right, so the northeast is Scrambles.
Correct. That is correct.
Is a dead guy. This one actually is not a dead guy; it's a dead woman, and you see that she has a symbol of Torm, which is a hammer.
Oh, cool. What is it made of?
It's made of tarnished silver.
I will take it.
Okay. So then that's all that's in those two. Godin, yours is the southwest, and that looks to be the remains of a fighter. There's an old shield that's now warped and half decayed, and a rusty sword.
I'll let those stay. I think.
All right.
I will.
I'm gonna check the coffin that's under the coffin I was looking at next.
That's about it.
All right. So as you start to move over there,
I will join him to help.
Sounds good.
Hang in there. Fine, thanks.
Do you want another
Double
check?
assist. You'll get
no,
double
you don't want
advantage
to
again.
check
No, I
it.
was kidding.
Jackson, a creature light appears in front of you and zaps you.
Already.
It still manages to miss you. You jump out of the way, push talking in front of you.
I will note that Toggin was basically doing guard duty while they were
So you have
out
that's right.
looting
So you have your
bodies.
ready action. Go ahead and do your ready action.
You get advantage on that ready action.
That's it.
Nice.
Jackson, you were opening crypts and stuff, so you don't have the ready action.
I was okay. All right, sorry. I rolled in wrong.
No
Ignore.
problem. Save it. We'll use that for your first
Alright.
attack on your turn.
Okay.
We have company.
And that company tries to zap you. Little Tesla coil. Zzz,
Rude.
and it hits. Burns into you a little bit. At least you don't have hair to go poofing out.
I mean, he also does use witch bolt, so I think he's a little accustomed to getting zapped.
All right, so I will say you guys are not surprised, even though you had no idea when they were coming. You were still sort of expecting them and on guard. So go ahead, got it.
I'll use my last level 2 spell to do my spiritual weapon once again. On the opposite side of him.
Nice roll.
It was almost a 7. Went to 1.
All right, so it
Oh, well.
smacks down and strikes this thing.
And that's all she wrote.
Oh, it's force damage. Interesting. Okay. Scrambles. You hear bzz, tsh.
I'm going to summon my Echo directly in front of Gowden.
It's still here.
Oh. Is it over there? Oh, there it is. Cool.
It
I'm
was-
going to move it
see.
into the space with the weapon and attack. Where did my attack go? There it is. Great AX.
Zinlu.
Oh, I'm
Welcome.
sorry. I don't know why I had advantage. I shouldn't have had advantage. I dropped a 10. So would a 10 and
Would have been 19.
19. Would a 19 have hit?
Yeah, either one is a hit.
Okay. I don't know.
Welcome, Zinlu. Mantha, did you get a chance to return his points yesterday?
Yep. I
Okay.
returned them as soon as you said it.
Awesome. I was just gonna give it to him tonight if you hadn't. All right, so they
Yeah,
are
I
fighting
won't
will o' the
come with
wisps
you.
that are zapping them with electricity, disappearing as they grab these magic items from these sarcophagi.
So I hit it, did 15. If it's not dead, I'm going to hit it again, or at least try to.
All right, hold on.
Sarcophaguses.
That's so sexist. I think it should be sarcophagal. Or sarcophagade.
That's right.
So it says I missed it with 18. How did I miss it with 18, but I hit it with 15?
No, 15 was the damage.
Oh.
18 was you're
18
good.
was my hit.
Except that 18 missed. A bummer.
It missed. Okay. All right. This wisp has a higher AC. That's chill. That will be my turn then. Swing, swing.
Oh, so Zinlu has been lurking for a while because he says as long as Scrambles makes it out with his dragon head, he's going to make a nice mood lamp.
Yeah. Terrible, but yes.
Yeah, earlier he mentioned something about, well, if you're gonna have Death Dealer in your name, you might as well have something to prove it.
Exactly.
That's right. His name is
Yeah.
actually from a, it's not a really cartoon, but it's an adult cartoon.
Close enough.
Um, w- metal
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a heavy metal band, and they're given the opportunity
The responsibility to
to
name.
name. Go ahead, I'll let you
Uh,
tell.
they are given the responsibility to name a hurricane, and they decide to name it Scrambles the Death Dealer.
Right.
It's
So
absolutely outlandish
Why?
because it's terrifying. It's a really bad hurricane, and it does come through and just decimate most of their city. They're a heavy metal
Wow.
band that has no business doing anything important, and somehow they get elected the governor or like mayor or whatever person who runs Florida, probably governor, and there's like a terrible hurricane that's going to kill lots of people, and they do nothing. And then they're like, well, at very least we'll sound the alarm to let people know the hurricane's coming. But then they get informed that looters have stolen the alarm that hurricanes have coming, so they do nothing. But they decide to name it Scrambles the Death Dealer. So
right, so that's where his name comes from.
that's where it
All right,
comes from because I thought it was just so funny. Most ridiculous thing ever.
all right. So this one disappears.
It's annoying. It can't go anywhere because we're all standing in the places it can run
All
to.
right,
So
Jackson.
Well, it can phase through objects, so
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
we can't
limited.
go into their squares.
The one
I
behind
don't
me
Should be
know.
able to
is
go
still
across.
behind me.
There's one that you
Right
can
to
still
the
see.
north.
Yes, you can still see one.
Go ahead and truck at it then. And miss. Swing and a miss.
You have two attacks.
Again. Come on, we can do it this time. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. All right, so it sort of whips out of the way as it's floating, and your second one finds purchase. You hit it with the edge of your blade. All right, scrambles.
I'm gonna move forward to here. And now
Okay.
that I can see that one, I'm gonna step forward in a talking square and then diagonally into this square. And then I'm going to attack that one.
Alrighty.
That is visibles. Meh, meh. Attack it again. Man, these things have good AC for little tiny balls of light.
And Zinlu has seen Metalocalypse. It's like,
Yes.
yes, Metalocalypse.
All Joe. So I run over there to be super cool and heroic and whiff twice.
Yes. So it's this tiny little can of light the size of uh, a pool ball, and you're trying to hit this thing with your great
Great
axe.
axe.
And it's
Yep. That's not
zipping
working
out of
great.
the way. If you ever hit, it's gonna do a lot of
It'll
damage.
Okay,
it'll be
wait. I
awesome.
did just think of something. Sorry. I'm pretty sure with chill touch, the hand like stays grabbed onto them until next turn. So when the will-o-wisp went invisible, do we see the hand holding onto it?
No, you would not see the hand holding onto it.
Okay, okay.
It is your turn now.
Well, now that we
Eat it.
can't see the other one, he's gonna
Swallow it whole.
do the same
That's
spell
right.
on
Yeah.
this.
Try to
It's the
bite
size
attack.
of a, and now that I know it's the size of like an apple or a peach, just
God,
eat it.
Yeah.
Just grab onto it, eat it.
that's going to burn your esophagus the entire way down.
So do
Worth it.
chili peppers. We live, we learn.
No!
It's like eating a nightlight. Just do it.
Broken glass and everything.
We all glow
I-
down here.
Yeah, and that's because you're eating nightlights. That's bad. You find a glow stick and you just break it in half and like
Eat it.
chug it. And like
Yep.
they're toxic, my dude, and they have glass in them. Anyway, Toggin is looking around for the to see if he can see the skeletal hand. still attached to the other one, and I
So
think
I'm
that's
going
something that
to
distracts
resend my
him.
answer after reading through this like 3 times. Um, I'm going to say you could. You would
Okay,
not
well,
have disadvantage, but you would have a minus to hit. Um, but yes, you can still see this hand uh, in this, and it's in the same square. It hasn't moved. It just disappeared.
Ah.
Nice.
So I'm just going to put it back because the hand is bigger than the creature. So it's I'll just say it's there. All right, so Godden, you move around.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Checkers flame again. Yes. Reading damage, and I'll move my special weapon up in front of me.
I will say the
It's
hand
under
goes away at the start of my turn, so
the special weapon. I think is underneath Scrambles' echo. There you go.
All right, so as your mace floats by, takes a swing at it, and it doesn't come close as this thing is dodging, weaving. Um, you blast it with this light, whoosh, comes down, sort of like a UFO trying to kidnap somebody.
Is that the end of the round?
And
Oh no.
that is
Okay.
the end of the round. So we will go ahead and finish up here next week. You have one more sarcophagus to open. I will say there is probably the best magic item you guys have found so far in it.
Oh, cool.
so
Um,
next week, let's forget to open it, guys. Okay? That'll really drive
Hey.
Sven mad.
but this is where we'll leave it. Thank you for playing. Thanks, Zinlu, for
Is it
hanging out.
is it is it an item that you personally made? Because
No.
then we got to make sure we give it away.
Yeah,
right.
gotta give
Never
it
An
away at the
NPC.
first opportunity.
Sell it.
Not use it
Sell it
until
for
then.
cheap.
Yeah, that was a ring of sleep that casts sleep spell, or you could use it to point to a single person, single creature, and it would do, instead of doing the normal 5d8, it was 7d8, and possibly put that one person to sleep.
Oh
So
goodness.
that was the difference
Yeah,
And-
like
between,
a concentrated sleep.
yes, yep, exactly what it was. Or it could do the regular sleep spell. So, but that's
And
what
it
it
got
was. And it
given
was
away
never used. It was
to a
one of the
spare
first
dragon.
things that they found too. And Zeno says, "Don't swallow it. You don't know where that thing has been." He's like, "Ew, you don't know where it's been." Um,
No, but we know where it will
anyway,
be.
that's right.
Watch it glow through you.
That's right. You can watch it. You turn out the lights and watch it as it goes down your throat and it glows.
Gross.
I've seen a sword swallower do that with a lighted stick. Anyway,
There'll be light at the end of the tunnel.
exactly. That's right. You can wait a couple days and see what happens. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us, guys. And don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Zinlu says, thank you for the stream, for the entertainment. Love watching y'all play. That's great to hear, Zinlu. We appreciate you being here too. So we will be back here next Wednesday. We are with the other group. We start a little bit early, go a little bit later, but back here, same time, same channel, 6:45ish to 9. And you can always catch up, watch on YouTube. But whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
Good night, guys.